If you've been using the law of attraction and still not seeing the results, this is the reason why. In this video, I'll show you how to use the mirror principle to manifest fast by understanding how reality works and how to stop being a victim to it. I'll break it down so simply that by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do to finally start seeing the results. Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Fernando. Welcome to my channel. If you're into reality creation, manifestation, soul plan, who you really are, what you're doing here, then you might consider subscribing and sticking around because this is what I help people with in all of my videos. What is the mirror principle? What is the core truth within it? Here's what it is. As within, so without. What is this Hermetic principle telling us? This is telling us that whatever we hold within ourselves gets expressed in the world without. The 3D world that we consider to be outside of us is a direct reflection of whatever is going on within ourselves. And so if you want to change what you see, you have to change what you be, because the world you experience is a direct reflection. So think of a mirror. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you see something on you, a smudge on your makeup, maybe your hair is messy, you don't fix the mirror. You don't wipe the mirror. You change your face. And when you do that, the mirror reflects back the change you created within. So this is the mirror principle in a nutshell. And so let's take this a step further so that we can understand how reality is created and what part we play in this whole cosmic co-creation. My friend, you are a very powerful being. You are so very powerful. You are all the power, one with all that is. You are a multi-dimensional being. And you exist in basically 3 planes at the same time. You exist in the mental plane, you exist in the spiritual plane, and you exist in the physical plane. The mental plane is the plane of your thoughts. So when you're having thoughts, you're sending out a signal into the field of infinite possibilities, the quantum field. You cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot smell your thoughts, right? They are part of your invisible world. They're invisible, but they're very real. You just don't perceive them with your 5 senses. So every thought you have, you're literally activating areas of the quantum field that resonate at the same frequency of that thought you're having. You also exist in the spiritual plane. The spiritual plane is the plane of emotions. So when you're feeling stuff, that's you existing in the spiritual plane, the plane of emotions. And emotion means energy in motion. You are literally making energy move. And you're magnetizing those frequencies you're activating in the field towards your physical reality, which is the 3rd plane in which you exist. The physical plane is the plane you can see, taste, touch, smell, and experience with your 5 senses. These 2 here are the invisible planes, and the physical plane is the visible physical plane. So, as within, invisible, so without. Do you see? Think of it like this. Mental and spiritual together are projecting into the 3D world your physical experiences. So the physical realm is the 3D realm, right? Which is also the mirror. So what you see in the external world is a reflection of whatever has been going on in these other 2. So that's why it's called the mirror principle. So when you look out into the world, you are seeing the results of your own creations. You are all the power. You create it all. Now let's take this abstract principle here and transpose it into you in the physical world, okay? So that's you, and this is your mental plane, your thoughts, and this is your spiritual plane, your emotions. Together, they create your electromagnetic field. The quality of your thoughts and your emotions, they create your aura. Your aura is your energetic signature at any given moment. You are literally an antenna. You are literally an energy molding instrument. Your state of being, mental and spiritual, that's how you create, that's how you manifest. So this invisible field of energy that is very real is determining what you're attracting at all times. And so this is your mental and spiritual planes that's creating the whole thing. And this is the whole thing. Your 3D reality, the physical world, the projection, the mirror. And these are the things that you see and experience in your physical reality. This is your mirror. So when you're looking at this out into the world, you are looking at a reflection. Literally, that's what's happening. And so think of reality creation as like a paintbrush, which would be your mind, the paint, which is your heart, and then the 3D reality, which is the canvas onto which you make your paintings. And so with your thoughts and your emotions, the paintbrush and the paint, you are literally creating the images you see in your 3D reality. And so when you look out into the 3D world and you see something that you don't like, remember that that's the painting, that's the result, that's the effect. If you want to see something different, you don't fight the result. You go back to your paintbrush and your paint and you begin painting something new, something that's more to your liking. Doesn't that make more sense? Same thing with the printer analogy. When you're looking at a page that has been printed and you see something you don't like, maybe there's a typo there. Do you resist the page? Or do you go back to the computer and make alterations in the file so that the printer has a chance to give you new pages that you prefer? So the page is the outer world, is the world without. The file is the world within. It's the world of cause. So your thoughts and your emotions, they're the world of cause, the invisible world. They're creating everything. They're totally creative. And so your world without is the world of effect. It's the visible world. It's the canvas. It's the page. So we have been trained, because we believe the illusion, to fight the result, to fight the effect. And it's exhausting because it goes against natural laws. The canvas is not creative. So you can yell at it as much as you can, asking it to change, but it's not creative. It will never be able to do so. And so all you get to do is go back to the world within, the mental and spiritual planes, mind and heart, so that you can create something new. Now, what's the purpose of the mirror of reality? In a nutshell, it's feedback for course correction, is what it is. Reality is feedback, not fate. Think about this question for a moment. What do you use a regular mirror for? Every time you look at yourself in the mirror, why are you doing it? Is my hair messy? Do I have lipstick on my teeth? How do I look? How's my skin? You literally use a mirror for feedback on you every single time. Do you not? So a mirror is a tool that provides you with valuable feedback. So why is this principle called the mirror principle? It's because reality is a mirror. And what do you use a mirror for? To gain feedback for course correction. It's a little trippy because reality is also an illusion. It's a very persistent one. Einstein told us this. Reality is an illusion, albeit a persistent one. It's designed that way. We come here for this, not in spite of this. But when we begin to wake up and to align with principles such as the mirror principle, it's about flipping the script. And so it's called the mirror principle for a reason. It's providing you with feedback. And so you take that feedback and you take full responsibility for what you're seeing, knowing that you're a cosmic being having a cosmic third-dimensional experience. Now, this totally ties in with the principle of Ho'oponopono. You can check out my videos on Ho'oponopono. They're great. What is Ho'oponopono in a nutshell? It's basically about remembering who you are and taking full responsibility for whatever is showing up in your 3D. Doesn't matter what it is. Now, taking full responsibility has nothing to do with guilt, blame, or shame at all. It's not about self-punishment, none of that. And Ho'oponopono has the 4 simple statements: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. When you repeat those, you're basically cleaning the junk and going back to a place of peace in alignment with the universe so that you can begin to create something better. Ho'oponopono is very profound and I recommend you check it out, okay? So it's about taking full responsibility, because when you take full responsibility, you completely get out of victimhood. What is victimhood? Victimhood is the state of being totally asleep in the third-dimensional video game. Now, it's okay to be totally asleep in the game. A lot of souls plan to come here and not wake up at all. So everything is where it's supposed to be. But if you're watching this video, you probably plan to have an awakening at this time. You probably planned to navigate the 3D with more awareness. And so when you're playing the victim, you're not being aware. You're saying, life is happening to me, it's not fair. Life never happens to you, life follows you. Life is a reflection of you. Life happens for you. And so when we get out of victimhood, even when we experience negative, lower density things because we're having the human experience, we always get to remind ourselves that we put it there. Sometimes we have no idea how we put it there. It's fine if you don't know. When we take responsibility, everything begins to shift. And so what if instead of taking everything so personally, we use the reflections as data for realignment? So when you react to a reflection, you are literally locking it back in by matching it energetically. And this creates a loop, so you can't get out of it. So the way out is by letting it go, by remembering that you are all the power, that you have endless paintbrushes and endless paint and endless blank canvas for you to paint a new picture, for you to tell a new story. And that's how you get out of the loop. The reflection is a mirror, is giving you feedback for course correction. Don't fight the feedback. This morning, I loaded my washing machine and started a cycle and went to have breakfast. As I was having breakfast, I hear this loud noise. And I thought it was one of my dogs in the living room coughing, because sometimes he coughs really loudly. I go check on him, he's fine. And then I'm like, where did that noise come from? I go check on the machine and it's like off. I'm like, that's weird. And so I try to turn it on and it's like not coming on. Something happened with the machine. And I'm like, interesting reflection. Very interesting, because I know for the past few days where my mind and my heart have been venturing into, you know, the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs. I'm very aware today, even though it's uncomfortable and it's like, oh my gosh, the machine is broken now. I'm like, what is this reflecting back to me? Where have I been with my mind and my heart? And how is this reflecting those journeys back to me? And just by looking at this through this lens, I regain my power. You know, Rhonda Byrne, the writer of The Secret, taught me early on in my journey when I was consuming her materials that whenever an appliance breaks down, immediately what you get to do is be grateful for all the other ones that are working. How amazing is that, right? Because if something breaks down and then your mental and your spiritual planes begin to like freak out, you are going to create more things breaking down in your physical world. You're going to create more things not going right. Do you see? So that's why gratitude is your way out of hell. That's why Ho'oponopono is your way out of hell. Because it's a way to not engage with the image you just saw in your video game. So me seeing my machine breaking down, and I love my machine to pieces. If I look at that and I begin, oh my gosh, why does everything have to happen to me? I'm going to create more of that. And so I personally believe that everything is a reflection, even if I don't understand what they're trying to tell me. Some people don't like this idea and they don't think that everything is a reflection. You get to make up your own mind, okay? If that belief that everything is a reflection doesn't serve you, then you get to do you, okay? For me personally, I don't believe in coincidences, and for me, everything is a reflection, even if I don't understand what they mean. Because if I allow my conscious mind to jump in and begin deciding what is a reflection and what is not, then for me, things wouldn't make much sense. Because we are doing all of this via the conscious mind, I just wanted to talk to the conscious mind of the viewer right now. If your conscious mind is jumping in with everything that I'm saying, I just wanted to address that. Everything in the material world is made up of atoms, right? Now, guess what? Atoms are made up of 99.9999999% empty space. So they're energy, not matter. So the energy that exists here in the invisible fields, the higher dimensional fields, is the same that exists in the physical plane. It's the same. It's just vibrating at a different rate, a different frequency is all it is, but it's the same substance. Here, things are so dense in the 3D that things look solid and still and physical, but ultimately it's not. It's just very low density. And so this is about mind over matter. And so your thoughts and feelings, your inner world, influence the energy field, and therefore the atoms that form your reality. And like I said before, you are an energy molding instrument. You are not a passive observer. You are a total, powerful co-creator. And so the outer world is not fixed. It's moldable energy responding to consciousness. Who are you? Consciousness itself. That's who you are. And so what do you get to do more and more and more? You get to be happy now. Be happy now. This is not about bypassing, okay? We acknowledge the ups and downs. We go through the ebbs and flows of the third dimensional life, right? But we get to choose to be happy now. When we are happy now and when we embody those frequencies of happiness, the mirror has no option but to reflect happiness back to us. So being happy right now, not waiting for some event in the future to be happy, is key. You embody it first, and the mirror, which is the outer world, reflects it back to you. And so the takeaways of this video are: the mirror principle is the end of victimhood and the beginning of true creative power. Also, reality is a tool. It's literally providing you with valuable information at all times. It's showing to you what needs to be changed within. As within, so without. And when you shift internally, the outer must follow. That's the law. Your job is to keep at it. Remember that there's a time delay. The third dimension is very dense. So you keep at it and you will see different reflections. You are creating it all. You are so much more powerful than you have been led to believe. If this clicked for you, let me know in the comments. What is one thing that the mirror has been showing you lately that you're ready to shift internally? And if you struggle with your triggers and you resist some of the reflections of your 3D world, then you must watch this video right here. It's going to help you immensely. I'll see you there.